Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jess. Thank you so much for being here today. I am going to be sharing with you all the books I am planning to read in February. So I thought I would film today because the sun is out and it just provides the best lighting. It also makes my skin look great. Not that I am a skincare expert, but I tell you what I am an expert in. I am an expert at giving myself very big TBRs and not completing them all. I have a very ambitious TBR again this month, but I'm very excited. I've got some romance, I've got some thrillers, I've got some fantasy, I've got some non-fiction, a little bit of everything again. January was a very good reading month. Speaking of January, I do have two books from my January TBR that I am going to be rolling over into February, and I'm doing this because they're books that I've had on my shelf for ages and I do need to get to them. So one of those is a thriller, The President is Missing. Didn't get around to reading this in January, so it is on my priority list for February. This is just a thriller set in Washington DC, and there's like a terror plot or something, and as the title suggests, the president goes missing. So there's that one, and then there's also We Must Be Brave. This is a historical fiction set in Southampton during World War II, about this woman who stumbles across a young girl, adopts her, and it's all about their relationship with each other and their life together. I'm not sure how I feel about this one, but I do want to give it a go. It's not a book that I have seen a lot of on booktube, within the book community online. So if you have read this, please let me know what your thoughts were on it. And then I might have this finished by the time this video goes up. We will see, but I am currently working my way through Dracula the Undead. So I'm about halfway through. If I manage to finish this by 23:59 p.m. on the 31st of January, then it won't be in my February TBR, but just in case, I'm going to include this one. So we've got those books here, a bit of a backlist from last month, but I'm going to talk about the books now that are on my February TBR, that, to be honest, has taken me a long time to decide what I'm going to read this month. Just because, as always, I always say this, I have a lot of books that I want to read. But we're going to start with the book that I am going to read for the Buzzword-thon. So the buzzword for February is to read a book with a pronoun in the title. So anything like me, I, you, she, her, he, him, they, anything like that. And I am going with You by Caroline Kepnes. I am so excited to read this book. You have no idea. I love the Netflix show so much. It is so binge worthy, and I just love reading about messed up characters, creepy characters. Joe Goldberg is the creepiest of the creepiest, let me tell you. And I've just heard really good things about the book, about the series. I think there's like 3 books in the series. This is the first one. And yes, so I'm going to read this one, and I'm very excited because it is in second person, which is going to be very interesting. So let's talk about some non-fiction books that I'm going to read as well. I'm planning to read this non-fiction book, this memoir called They Said They Wanted Revolution. So this is about a woman who, this is her memoir of time with her parents when she was younger. Her parents left America and moved to Iran to join a revolution, and it happened after the fall of the Shah in like 1979 or something. It's not really a period of history or a part of the world that I'm very familiar with, but I got access to this through my Amazon Prime first reads thing. So every month you can have access to a new release before it's released for free, for like a monthly fee or something. So I'm planning to read that one because it does sound very interesting. I'm very compelled by it. I think I'm going to learn a lot. And then I'm also planning to read this little book here, The Argonauts. So this is another memoir, and this is about Maggie Nelson and the artist Harry Dodge, who is fluidly gendered. And as Nelson undergoes the transformations of pregnancy, she explores the challenges and complexities of mothering and queer family making. I've heard really good things about this, actually. I've seen it on Instagram quite a lot, and people have had a lot of interesting things to say about it. And it's written in a very interesting format as well. I'm not really sure how to describe it. But yeah, this is another one that I don't really know how I feel about, but I think it's going to be very eye-opening and very moving all of the same. So I am looking forward to that one. I'm planning a reread of Split Tooth by Tanya Tagaq. You guys know how I feel about this book. It's one of my favourite books of last year, and it's just calling to me again. I just really want to pick it up and experience it again, and I'm probably going to read this a little bit slower than the first time, just so that I can take it all in a little bit more, experience it in a different way, and just think about it a little bit more as I'm reading it. So I don't know when I'm going to get to this in February, but probably when I've got an afternoon free or something. It's a cute little short book, so I'm planning that as well. And then I've got some romance books that I would like to read because it's February. We are coming up to Valentine's Day. I'm not really a huge fan of Valentine's Day. I'm not a massive romance lover, and I'm not really, I could not care less if I go out for dinner with my boyfriend on Valentine's Day or not. I mean, I won't be because I will be working, but yeah, it's not one of the days for me, but it is a good excuse to get some of the romance books out. So I am planning to read this one here, Open Water. I tried to get it squeezed into my TBR last year, but I never got round to it. It's definitely going to be on my priority list this month. I've heard such incredible things about this book. I think it won an award, or I know it was nominated for an award last year, but people have been raving about this, and I have massive FOMO. So I am very keen to get to this one very soon. And then I've also got Love After Love. So this is a book that I picked up from the library, but it has been on my TBR for a while now. I think it came out in like summer 2020, around that time, and it has been on my radar since then. I was mainly drawn to it because of the cover. I mean, that cover is just stunning. But this is, again, it's written in a very interesting format. There's no like quotation marks or anything, so so this is about a woman called Betty Ramdin, her shy son Solo, and their marvellous lodger Mr. Chetan form an unconventional household. Happy in their differences, they build a home together. Home, the place keeping these three safe from an increasingly dangerous world, until the night when a glass of rum, a heart-to-heart, and a terrible truth explodes the family unit, driving them apart. So it's not what I thought it was going to be, but I'm still very intrigued by it all the same. So we'll see what this one holds in a couple of weeks' time. And then another romance that I'm planning to read, which you might all be sick of hearing about, but I'm sorry, I'm gonna do it to you. The Love Hypotheses. This book has been everywhere. I mean, it says the TikTok sensation. I hate that this is on the book. Why do they do this on books? Seriously, like, why ruin a good cover with that? This has been everywhere. People have been raving about it, and I gave in to the hype and I just picked it up on a whim. I don't really know if I'm gonna love it as much as everyone else does. I'm sure I will enjoy it. I think it's gonna be a light and fluffy, cute little read, something a bit mindless, something to take my mind off work and whatever. But this is yeah, it's got the fake relationship trope in it, and sounds fun. And then the last book that is on my February TBR that I'm hoping to squeeze in, but there are only 28 days in this month, so I don't know if I can do it, but I would like to at least start some of A Storm of Swords. So this is part 1. I do have part 2 up here, which I might try and squeeze in as well. By George R.R. Martin. This is the 3rd installment of the Song of Ice and Fire series, which I have been rereading and really enjoying. I finished A Clash of Kings last month and it took me forever, but I had such a fantastic time delving back into that world, so I would really like to sink my teeth back into this one. This is where stuff gets really interesting for me. This is where a lot of my favourite things in the series starts to happen, so I'm really eager to get to this. And I might try and squeeze that one in as well. We'll see how it goes. Here we go, guys. That is just a handful of the books on my TBR for February. Depending on how things go, I might try and squeeze in a few other books depending on my mood. Whether I'll get to all of these or not remains to be seen, so keep your eyes peeled in the next 28 days to find out. But yeah, looking forward to all of these. That's it for this video. I tried to keep it as short as possible. Let me know in the comments down below what you're planning to read in February, and let me know as well if you've read any of these books that I have talked about, what you thought of them, if there are any books that you think I will really enjoy. I always love to hear what you guys have to say. Please leave a cheeky thumbs up if you liked this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also hit the bell button so you don't miss a single video that I upload. And yeah, I will see you all in my next video very soon. Bye guys.